Alright, here we are for game 3. Jared's leading off with a mulligan, never good, but all he'll have to start the game is 6. Jay leads off with Treetop Village, could become a problem later. Turn 2 Soul Ring, followed by Serrano, pulling pretty far ahead pretty quickly. 6 man on turn 3 is like Primeval Titan or something like that. Does he have the Shade again? No. Ink Fathom Infiltrator, 2-1 unblockable. Can't block, so that's incentive if I've ever heard one. He's got all his colors down. Blue, blue, green, green, colorless, colorless. Something crazy, right? In the background there, talking about Arcane Denial and the fact that the player only wanted to draw one of the 2 cards, maybe in danger of decking or something like that, but who knows? Ultimately, he decides on Squire, and by Squire I mean Tarmogoyf. Big 1/2's getting in there. Third land comes down and gets in there for 2. I'm pretty sure unless he gets rid of the Ink Fathom Infiltrator, he's going to be attacking and dealing 2 every turn. Just a guess. Necropotence, turn 3. And again he says go. I don't think he understands how to play with this card. Necropotence, you pay a life and you exile a card from the top of your library. And at the end of your own turn, actually in your cleanup step, the cards are added to your hand. So playing it and saying go doesn't actually do anything. You kind of just skip your draw step. We'll see if that comes back to bite him. Green, green. Just talking to Jared about how to use Necropotence, and he's got there now. He's got it, but Tarmogoyf's still swinging just for 1, not putting too much pressure on him. But Lotus Cobra might, as if he needs more mana. Who knows? Now at the end of his turn, he's paying 3. I don't know what's going on, but it seems like he just pays 3 at the end of his opponent's turn and gets in there for 2. Well, he'll finally be able to get some value off that Necropotence at the end of his turn. But time walking yourself isn't always really a good idea, especially if you don't have another land drop. Here's the Chain Edict, which gets Void Slimed. Pretty good, protecting his Cobra and Goyf, as well as making the Goyf 2 power. Jared ends the turn, picks up those 3 cards. Probably wishes he had those this turn, but Preordain, nice and shiny Preordain. Why Preordain is so much better than Ponder or so much more played, I don't know. But I am definitely a bigger fan of Preordain than Ponder. One on top, one on bottom, it looks like. Getting in there, maybe, eventually. Maybe as a way to get something into his yard to pump the Goyf. Maybe like a fetch land or something, but gets in there for 4. Down to 12, Jared. Necro gets a little hairy when you don't have all that life to play with. Obviously best with cards like Ivory Tower. And there's the Troll Aesthetic. Ironically, a good answer for Troll Aesthetics in Jared's graveyard, the Chainer's Edict. Forest comes down, I'm not sure what the Forest is for, maybe random splash, but I'm pretty sure he was mono black. Oh, I think it was a split card. I think it was Life Death. I'm not exactly sure, but life can sometimes come in handy. I've definitely lost that half of the card before, but we'll see if it's worth it. Nevinyr's Disc. Pretty good answer to what's in play. Obviously gets in there for 2, making it 14 to 12. And Disc should allow him to stabilize. I'm not exactly sure if Disc allows for regeneration or not, but if it does, then Troll said it could become a problem, but I don't think so. Jared pays 2 from Necropotence correctly this time on his own turn, getting those 2 cards to his hand for his next turn, dropping him to 10. Which is a little odd because there's a Treetop Village, Troll Aesthetic, and 2 power creatures, so that's 10 power. Jay can just activate his Treetop, but he doesn't. I don't know what's going on there. Dropping Jared to 3. There's Capsize with buyback, I believe, on the disc. Jared just scoops him up there. Could have just attacked with the Treetop Village and won, but I think the Capsize steals the deal just as well. And Jay wins 2-1.